what was that, maybe moment, right, that you had in your experience with health and the health message that you were learning, that really gave you that impetus to say, I'm going to move it now to say, I want to truly share with other people on a different level, right? Because I can understand you getting in and you're sharing it in general, but now to say, well, I believe in it so much, right, that I have to, it's just flowing out of me to where I have to add this value to other people's lives, specifically through coaching and the things that you started to do.
It was kind of transitional. So I can't pinpoint it exactly what happened first, what happened second. I do know that my son always had respiratory issues. He had health problems. And he, one time he went into respiratory distress, found out later it was
Mm.
pulmonary pneumonia. And he was in the back
Wow.
seat. He was probably about 5 or 6, and he was looking really weak and sad. He was slumped over, and I was like speeding, looking at him, trying to get to the clinic. When I got to the clinic, that's when they told me it was pneumonia, and then I had to go, to a different location, and they prescribed him some medication, some antibiotics to clear up the pneumonia. But then they also put him on like a breathing treatment. So we always had like a nebulizer with us and
Okay.
albuterol with us, and and like I said, they gave us some amoxicillin to clear up his pneumonia. And then a few months later, he got sick again. And so instead of going through all of that, I was like, I'm going to shortcut this and I'm going to just call the doctor and get some amoxicillin. And the doctor said, your son doesn't have an amoxicillin deficiency. And I was like,
Mm.
huh, that's true. And um, that really set that I went into my mind, and I thought on that for a little bit, and I realized he doesn't have an amoxicillin deficiency, right? I knew that. That just means he doesn't need amoxicillin, and that's not what's causing his problem. So you have
Mm.
to get to the root of his problem.
Mm.
I discovered that, we got to the root of the problem, but the next time he got sick, because he does have asthma, what I did was I treated him naturally. So instead of
Mm.
panicking and instead of letting it get really bad because you're worried, I went ahead and did some hydrotherapy on him. And he was really bad. I think he had an earache at the same
Now,
time.
what is hydrotherapy? What is
So
that?
what I did for him was, because the congestion was in his chest, I put some hot towels on him. So I have a book up here. I hope I'm pointing in the right way. So this book right here is called the Natural Remedies Encyclopedia. It has everything in it, and right in the center, it tells you what to do for people who are having like chest congestion. So basically, what I did
Okay.
was I got some hot towels. Um, I boiled the water, and I got the towels really hot with water, and then I wrapped it in another towel so it wouldn't be super hot. And anyway, I put it across his chest. So basically, it's like a
Mm.
steam bath. So instead of
Mm.
physically getting in the tub, it was just centralized focus on one location. So not on his
Okay.
whole body, just in one location was that hot steam going through, penetrating his lungs. And then after, I can't remember the time now, I want to say like a minute or so, I switched it with cold towels. Then I went back to the hot,
Mm.
and then went back to the cold. So it was like maybe a 5 or 6 minute process, going back to the kitchen with hot water, coming back with these hot towels, cold towels, hot towels, putting cold wet towels on his forehead, trying to keep him cool, and putting his feet in hot water. And there's a process to this, and I can explain it. But really, what happened was, at the end of doing that about 3 times, he was good to go. Like, he sat up
Mm.
and it was like nothing had ever happened. And it was amazing. It's almost going to bring me to tears now. It was amazing to just see that water like heal
Mm.
him from the first time when he was turning blue in the back seat, and I was panicked.
Wow.
Wow, I cannot believe that this actually worked. Like, someone told me about this. I have the book and it works. And I was
Mm.
like, that was amazing. It saved me panic. It saved me time. It saved him pain. It saved us grief. Like, and it was so simple. It's right in the kitchen. And to me, that was amazing. And so,
Wow.
and what that process actually does is it breaks up the congestion in your chest, and it helps move it out of your chest and through your body, and it kind of just diffuses it, if you would. And so it
Mm.
worked for him.
Okay.
It worked in that situation. And so I couldn't believe it. I thanked God for it, and I just was like, you know what? Everybody should know this. Like,
Right.
parents should know this. Like, there's too many people in the emergency room. And so from there, I was just like, let me tell you what you can do with some water. Let me tell you what you can do with some onions. That's just where I went with that.
Wow, that I mean, that's an amazing experience, right? You know what I mean? And then, for it to be your own child, right?
Mhm.
So it's somebody in your home, somebody you love, somebody you birthed them, right?
Yeah,
And
yeah.
so to see this contrast of experience of you panicking at first to now you saying, let me apply these natural remedies, right? Using
Mhm.
something that God gave us, water that's abundant all around us, right?
Right.
And seeing the power that it had, right? You know what I'm saying? Wow, yeah, that makes you a believer, right?
Mhm.
Now it moves from simply me simply me believing something even based on what other people have said or even what I've read in the book, right? I mean,
Mhm.
but now I've ran to the kitchen back and forth,
Right.
right? I've applied the towels, right?
Yeah.
That's amazing. And I'm guessing that also can affect you can use that same type of treatment on that hydrotherapy where you're kind of putting, specific focus treatment on an area. You can do that in on different areas of your body too, I'm
Yeah,
guessing as
you can
well.
definitely do it on different areas of the body. If you put your feet in hot water, it draws the blood from certain areas. So for my ladies who are experiencing cramping, you put your feet in the hot water
Mm.
and it draws the blood from that abdominal area, and it helps circulate throughout the body, so you're not feeling the pressure there. Helps with head congestion, colds in general. So it's really just a way to get the blood circulating, moving it from that portion of the body where it's congested, as you were, moving it from that portion of the body and diffusing it and getting it broken up